Hello everyone, I'm Amanda Yates. I'm the Deputy Director General with Infrastructure Management and Delivery with Transport and Main Roads. I'd like to start today by acknowledging the traditional owners of the lands where you are all joining us from today and acknowledge their elders past, present and emerging. Today I will be introducing to you the update on the Queensland Transport and Roads Investment Program, or QTRIP as we know it. The opportunity that this engagement with industry continues to provide us, and we know that it is quite unique right across the country, that Queensland is still one of the only transport agencies that has a major pipeline of works, and we really want to make sure that we are able to communicate that pipeline of works, because part of our success is that we are able to take a program approach to the very large program of work that we have. And in partnering with you as the industry, we want to be able to make sure that you also can take a program approach to how you look at and consider how you'll be responsive to the projects that are coming up right across TMR. I think one of the advantages that we have in Queensland is because we have, in partnership with industry, been able to fully deliver against our published QTRIP, and we've done that successfully for several years now, so we've got a very strong track record of delivery, and that has given government at both state and federal level the confidence that we can continue to deliver. And what that has meant as part of COVID is that the government has continued to invest in COVID economic stimulus packages for Queensland. So across the different regions we have got a range of complexities and sizes of projects. Particularly in the stimulus packages, there's everything from some very large capital projects right through to smaller packages of maintenance and operational type funding. So to assist industry in getting an insight into the full picture across the state, we've published some presentation slides that cover our infrastructure program, and those include the details on upcoming statewide programs. You'll find those on our TMR QTRIP webpage, and alongside those we've also presented snapshots about specific locational challenges and opportunities in different regional contexts. With this record investment that the government is making in the QTRIP, this year there's a really strong push to look at consideration of making sure that, particularly because there is quite significant economic stimulus investment that is being made as part of QTRIP this year, to make sure that we are getting those economic and social outcomes as well as the delivery of the infrastructure that's being invested in. So what you will start to see as we roll out projects is the government is implementing policies around making sure that we get continued local participation, that we are getting really good job outcomes, including making sure that we're getting apprentices and trainees and graduates, and that we're getting that real training through the industry. We also are very keen to make sure that we're getting appropriate health and safety outcomes, and that we're really building the culture of the industry. So the policy objective that the government is looking for is that really strong culture development. I know that there has been some consideration and discussion within industry associations and across different industry organisations just about how that policy is being implemented. What we can tell you is the government's best practice industry conditions policy will be implemented for projects between 100 million and 300 million, and we will start to roll that out this year as part of our QTRIP. The first project that you will start to see that best practice industry conditions, or BPIC, on will be the Centenary Motorway project. Now, I know there has been a lot of discussion in industry. What we will aim to do as part of the industry briefing for that project is really make sure that we engage and have a very, very good session where we explain to you as industry what the BPIC is and how to respond to that new government policy. So it's great that we do have a published QTRIP now. It really gives us that certainty both to us as an organisation but also to you as our industry partners. And as I mentioned earlier, we are now getting back into normal sequence of QTRIP. So potentially it will feel like that QTRIP has just been released and now we will be back out talking about the development of the new QTRIP, and that is really to try and get us back into that normal sequence. So This is the Q-Trip that was released out of sequence, and very soon you will see us again with the new forward Q-Trip for the next 4 years. I really want to thank you for your continuing partnerships with us as an agency. As I said, we have been extremely successful over the last several years in delivering our Q-Trip. That is in no small part due to the professionalism and the success of the partnership that we have with industry, as well as the really good work that our own staff do within TMR. So I really want to thank all my own staff here in TMR, and I also want to thank you for the partnerships and the real positivity that you bring to that as our partners.